everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Back with another video. Just quite simple mod today for the car. Something to spice up the interior a little bit. And hopefully many more to come for 2021. I actually got this stuff for Christmas. I've just been really busy over the holiday season. I know everything's still closed, but just with work and life, it's been hectic. So I've been sitting on this for a while. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We're in Vancouver, it's pouring rain like always this time of year, so I figured no better time to hide away in the garage and get this stuff installed. So I'll flip you guys around, show you what we got. If you like it, or if you're new to the channel, make sure thumbs up and subscribe. Go back, check out the other videos. Let me know what you think of this mod, if I should order more or what. And we'll see where we go from here. Alright, so what we got for today, a little bit of stuff for the interior like I said, just some carbon. It is just a sticker. They claim it's real carbon with a little bit of resin around it, but that's for you to determine. Who really knows if it is. But I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, a few friends have some of this stuff on their cars, so I ordered it. I don't know if you can tell, you should be able to, but this one will be for around the infotainment center in the car. A couple extra little pieces in here to go on the sides. You'll see that when we get in there. And then I also ordered just one more little piece, and this is to go around the shift knob in the car. I'll show you when we get in there. This is a portion of it. They do make a different version. I'll show you what I mean when I'm in there, but I went with this because in my opinion it looks better than the full package. So I'll show you that when we get in there. This specific set is from DYNA Performance. They're probably one of the biggest, I'd say, with this carbon kind of sticker stuff. I went with them mostly because there's a couple parts I was looking at for future that they seem to be the only ones that actually make it. And again, I'll show you that when we get in the car. But hopefully it sticks well. The other thing I got in here, this is more just for me. It's not jewelry or anything. What it is little tiny caps for the valve stems on your car or on the wheels, and just a little pony badge on there. The reason I got these, Santa Claus brought them to me. You guys can't tell, but on the wheels they filled them up with nitrogen originally from the factory. You have the little silver caps on all four corners, says NO or N2 on it for the nitrogen. The little sticker on one fell off, so it's just a silver cap. And then I had a nail in my Pilot Sports before on the passenger side, and somehow the place I brought it to, I didn't notice when I left, but one day I was pumping up the tires and it's just got a little black cap on there now, just a plastic thing. So they're not even all the same, so I figured this stuff, I think these things were only like 10 bucks off Amazon, ordered them in, just to make the car, you know, it's little things that count, just to match it up. So figured I'll throw those on in this video as well, and then we should be good to go. Okay, one thing I want to show you guys before we get in there to install this stuff is when you install this, the bigger piece for sure, you want to start in the middle. When you peel this sticker off, start in the middle and work your way out. This is 3M tape on here, same as we have on the louvers. We all know that stuff sticks very well. So if you start, I'll over exaggerate it, but this stuff does bend, obviously, it's just a sticker. But say you start like this, obviously you're not that blind, you're not going to start that badly. But if you go like this, stick on the sides, and then you're trying to push this in to line up, you can see you'll end up with the bubble in the middle, and now all this is stuck on the outsides and you're going to have a bump in the center. Whereas if you start in the middle and you push in the center on here, here, and here, and work your way out to each side, if you push here and you end up with a little bit of a bubble, at least you're pushing out, and at the end it should just work its way to the outside, and that will fit perfectly flat and look good for days and days on the interior of your car. So just keep it in mind, it will stick very easily. So we'll get that on there, middle out, and then we'll throw those two on there. Same with this guy. It's a little bit easier because it's such a small piece, but you know, line it up where you want it. Maybe just peel part of it off, get it started. Then you can hold that one side, peel the rest of the sticker off, and then just work your way down, and you should be good to go. Okay, so inside the car, hopefully it's not too dark in here. Like anything, you want to clean up around the corners, anywhere this is going to stick. One thing I want to do, just take your piece here, just give it a little test fit so you kind of know what you're working with when you put it on. I know this stuff does fit very tight. What I mean by that is like here on the bottom, hopefully you guys can see, you do have to actually give it a little bit of a push to get it on. And that's what I meant earlier by start here, because you can see that's not quite touching right. Start there, work your way out, and then it'll just push it nice and tight up against the edges here. And then other thing to keep note of is these, which are actually for here and here on the screen. It's up to you if you want to put them on or not. I think it'll look better with them on, but they are actually side specific. And what I mean by that is, if you can see, it is just slightly slanted one way and the other. Obviously, you put them this way, you can see it's the same. Put them this way, just a little bit off, and that is for here. You can see if you put this one on that side, maybe you can see that in the video, you end up with a little tiny gap in the corner here, whereas if you put it on this side, she should fit nice and snug up there and be aligned with the screen. One of those things where if you're not paying attention, it could be coming back to bite you in the butt. But that's just one thing to keep note if you're going to put those on. The other part goes around here, like I said, and then if I grab that, this will stick on here, and then this little piece is actually for the back, and it will just slick slightly on the back there. But you want to get this main part on first, obviously, because once you have that aligned where you want it, you can stick this on. And then while I got you here, what I meant by this is kind of the half package is this goes just around the brushed aluminum, or whatever you want to call this stuff, goes here. You can order another part to cover the black here, 2 pieces, and then it's just got a cutout so you can see your park, reverse, blah blah blah. To me, I wasn't really a big fan of how it looked with that on there. And in these cars, these lights actually, or letters actually don't light up at all. Like in some vehicles in the dark, you can see if you're in park, reverse, neutral, drive, whatever. In 2018 and up, they actually don't light up anymore. So it would just be a chunk of carbon, and then around here, it just looked weird how the cutout is. You can see online when you look it up. It just doesn't quite look right. So I figured save a few bucks and just go with the half part. Gets rid of this and should make a big difference in the end. Alright, so to clean it up, I'm a fan of these little alcohol wipes. You can see, you just get a little pad, you can wipe it down, it's got the cleaner on there. You don't have to squirt it all over your dash, you can just grab this, wipe down where you need it. They work really well. And you can see it is dripping a little bit. It's not skimped out on the alcohol on there. So just grab this, anywhere, same as before, anywhere you're gonna be putting the sticker, just give it a wipe, make sure she's nice and clean, especially around the knobs, anywhere that you would be touching with your fingers around the screen. You want to make sure the less oil and grime and dirt you can have on here, the better it will stick and the longer it will last. So just give her a good wipe down anywhere that the sticker will touch, and it will be good to go for days and days and days. Okay, so for myself, I'm going to start with the little piece here, and what I'm looking for is when I get it on here, you want it just to be tight up against the black here, and then also what I'm looking for is tight up against this side. If it's not a perfect fit, I know you can flex this stuff a little bit, but I'm more, I guess, OCD. But when I'm driving, this is for me, not for anybody that might be in the passenger seat. So I want it tied up along the corners and bottom here where I will see, because you can see if you put it over just a little bit, if you're not quite lined up, you'll end up seeing the aluminum through there, and that would drive me nuts. So what I'm aiming for is to keep it tight on my side, and then anybody who's over here, they see what they see, but at least for me, it'll look good on this side. So we'll get the sticker here started. See if we can peel it off. There you go. I'll leave the top part as best I can for now, because that's the main sticking point, I would say. So we'll get this over here. Like I said, just try to, before you put any pressure, too much pressure down, get it where you kind of want it. Line it up on the corners there. Then that looks pretty good to me. Just start giving it a little pressure up to where you can see your stickers done. Then that should hold it enough. Just put your hand here, pull this away, get the rest of it off. You can see it almost lays down on its own. Just work your way up like that. Work your way up like this. And then we'll just slide our fingers across. Give it a lot of pressure. Push down. And just like that, she sticks. And then this piece, same thing. This I'm just going to take the sticker right off because it's kind of, you just butt it up to here and you should be good to go. So we'll peel that off. And then obviously you can see this is kind of a little bit of a slope there. And that follows the contour of this piece. So just butt it up. Line it up on the edges. Same thing. Give her a good little push. And voila, that part is on. All right, now that that's on to the big piece. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. I think I'm just gonna probably peel off this whole bottom part. That's how I'll do it. I'll peel the bottom part off because, like I said, this is the part where you want to really be careful. Start from the middle, work your way out. There's not really any nice way of doing this. You just gotta stick it on there and go with it. So I'll put this on like that, and then I can peel the top out when we get there. And that also allows me to butt it up to the top like this, because then I know that it's sitting in the right spot. So we'll just kind of, don't push with a lot of pressure and you won't be sticking it too crazily right away. Just kind of wiggle it in there, get it where you kind of want it. I know mine, one thing you want to watch, I have the upgraded speaker, so I'm old school, I got CDs still. This is the CD player. Obviously, if it's up, your CDs are going to have an issue going in and out. So put your finger in there, give it a push. That's your center point. And now I can just start working my way out like that. Work your way back out this way. You can see it all starts to move and conform to where it should be sitting. Same with the bottom part here. Just push, work your way out. The fitment on here, looking right away, is actually really, really good. You can see how close it is around your heated seats and everything here. They even have just a little tiny cutout there for the heater or your temperature up and down. And same with the bottom. Give it a push in the middle. Work your way outwards, just like that. And then just start working your way up. Get around the knobs there. Everything's tight. And then one side off. Just keep working your way up. Just like that. Same with this side. Peel that off. And then I don't know if you guys can see this in the video, but it does overlap just a smidge here on both sides. But once you have this piece on, that will actually fill the void. Okay, on to the little guys. I already peeled the tape off this one. One thing that I actually didn't show you is I did show you how they have the little bit of slope, but when I showed you over here, I actually had it upside down. You want the part with the slope to be down because that is for the little angle here. So if you're holding it up and the lower part is to the driver's side, that is your driver's side. So all you gotta do is butt it up here. Like I said, this does have a little bit of slope or overlap to it. Just put it on there like that. And then you can see she fits nice and snug up there. Same as everything else, just give it a good push. You want it to be on as best as you can have it. And then grab the other side, same thing. You can see this one slope down that way, so the longer side is your passenger side. Grab the tape, peel her off. Same thing, put it on the bottom there. Just kind of get it behind that piece as best you can and give her a push. And just like that, you are done. Alright, so before we get outside, the reason I went with these guys is because one reason, like I said, my friends have used them and I know their stuff does look really good, as you can see here. They do make a whole bunch of different parts for different cars, so if you think this is just a Mustang thing, it's not. They make stuff for tons and tons of different cars actually. Go on their website, check it out, you'll see what I mean. But one of the reasons I went with them, and this is thinking in the future if I order more of this stuff, and that is for, they make it basically for all the boring plastic trim pieces. And my car, being a premium car, has the memory seats. So you have the 1, 2, 3 here. If you don't have the memory seats, this is just your door lock. So a lot of the other companies I've seen around, they make a piece for this trim, but it's not cut out for the 1, 2, 3. What I mean by that, if you come to the driver's side, it looks like this, or the passenger side, it looks the same as this, but on the driver's side. So it's just cut out for that little piece. So I figured if I like this stuff, and I decided to order more, DYNA Performance is the only one that makes this trim piece with the bigger cutout for the driver's door. So that was one of the reasons. And like I said, they do make a bunch of stuff. They can get here, you can get all this down here, you can get around your speakers, this one, that one, the one down in the door. They even make little tiny pieces like for around the vent here, all around your light switch, and all here around your vents for the dash. They make full steering wheels, which would be pretty sweet. Now the lights are turning off. If you're wondering why the horse once in a while was popping on the screen, that's because I keep opening and closing the door because the light keeps turning off. But like I was saying, they make the whole steering wheel. They also make little trim like to go around here. Same idea as around the shift knob there. Goes around there, goes around here. They make one with the pony cutout to stick around the center of your wheel. That looks pretty cool. And then they make a lot of bigger pieces as well. Like you can get this whole piece of the dash. They make one giant piece. I know you can actually get all of this as well. Personally, I think that's too much for a sticker at least. And the one piece that looked weird is this. Like where when you take your park brake off, it goes down. The piece they make is all up here, but nothing for that spot. So it would just look kind of funny, all, you know, shiny and looking nice. And then a little blank spot there. I thought that was kind of weird. And then what else do they make? You can also get stuff to go around here. And then also up here where your Mustang badge is in there. They make a little piece to fit in there. And it just goes on and on. They make some exterior parts as well as pretty much anything you can want in your car, they all make. Same thing with your LEDs up here. The little, whatever you want to call this, that holds your lights. They make a little cover for there. Like, it's just endless, the stuff these guys come up with. So if you're really a big fan of this stuff, like I said, they make tons of different stuff for tons of different vehicles. So I'm sure if you're in the market for this type of thing, you'll be able to find stuff quite easily for your own vehicle. Well, here you go, guys, out in the light. I know the rain stopped. It is starting to clear up a little. Not the sunlight, but at least a little bit of daylight. You can see, looks pretty good. Down here, fitment's not too bad. Only spot I noticed, a little bit up here, there's a space, and then this, I kind of put it on a little crooked, but I wanted it to be butted up against here. So there is just a smidge of an area there that's showing, but that's more me sticking it on than anything. But I might try to rip it off later and fix it, but for me it's not a big deal. You don't really notice it. From back here it all looks good. So that is about her. Like I said, I think I'll probably order a few more pieces. I was thinking maybe getting the ones for around the door handles, maybe the speakers. And I don't want to go too overboard in here. Don't want it to be a big shiny carbon mess, but for what you get and for the price point, I think it's a good way to dress up the interior a little bit. I might get around the little stuff here too. Like I said, around the door handles, we'll see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see here. Let me know what you think. Should I get some more? Also, if you're looking for your own car, DYNA Performance, I'll put the link in the description. And you can check out their website. Like I said, it's not just Mustang stuff. They got a whole bunch of stuff for a lot of cars, actually. I was surprised when I was looking on there. So check it out. See if you got anything for your car. And product-wise, it's pretty good. Sticks well, fits well. You can see knobs and everything still work. It doesn't interfere with your push button start, heated seats, all that can still be pushed. Doesn't rub on anything. All works good. So thanks for watching this one, everybody, and hopefully we catch you guys in the next one. All right, and last but not least, because I know some people want to see it, we'll get the little caps on there. I know it's not the GT, but I could not find ones that said GT, so this is better than nothing, and the black matches the nice blacked out car. So for those of you that don't know how to put these on, what you got to do, lefty loosey, you can see, like I said, this one has the sticker falling off. You grab one of your new ones, you put this over the hole, and righty-tighty, there you go. Nice black, looks good, fits with the rest of the car. You come up to the front. Like you can see, I'll take this one off. That's what they should look like if they're new. Just a little sticker on there. That's what fell off the old one. And voila, your car looks good as new.